wonderful day and making some really good trades. And yep, let's just get into it. Actually, not a wonderful day, but a wonderful weekend. And right now, let's take a look at Bitcoin. And again, we're actually going to try something new. We're going to go over the cryptos first, and then we're going to go over the indices, and then we're going to go over like the indices and some equities, and then we're going to go over some commodities at the end, just to get a feel to see how that starts to go. Because lately I've been getting some feedback that I've been doing my videos and I'm kind of getting all over the place. I'll be looking at cryptos and indices and back to cryptos and back to commodities and then to some stocks and back to cryptos. So it's really confusing for some people. So we're going to try something a little bit different. Right now, we're just going to take a look at some cryptos first. So let's take a look at Bitcoin. And right now, we're at $16,717. Obviously, we broke out of this very, very apparent bearish flag. And again, I've been reiterating this many times before that we could be put in a potential bear flag right here. And we made a wonderful trade shorting 18,200 all the way down to around 17,100, whereas I think that's right around that area where I exited my trader. I think I exited right around 17,300 right here, and then we got another down thrust towards the downside, and now it looks like we're forming a little bit of a low here. We're consolidating over the weekend. But again, what could be coming next for Bitcoin? So in my opinion, I think we could very easily see a nice little retrace back here to the scene of the crime right around either Monday or Tuesday. Again, that'll be depending on how the equities are doing as well, but that's my best guess at what could be coming next. As after all, we just came down to some support right around 16,700, and if we do come back up here, I'm going to be definitely taking this as another short opportunity for Bitcoin, and then after that we could potentially make our next leg down towards the downside. And again, we're going to have to see how much volatility is going to be in the markets, and what's going to be the news. It's going to be catapulting us down towards the downside. Is it going to be Binance failing? Is it going to be another exchange going under, or new regulations coming to the market? We will have to see. Let's take a look at Bitcoin on the weekly time frame on Market Cipher, and looking quite bearish now. After all, we did get a very bullish candle last week with a 14 and a -3. Obviously, now all of those gains were negated after we rolled over. Again, deep in that red money flow here. But I will give it to the bulls that we do have a bullish divergence right here forming on Market Cipher. But just so you guys know, bullish divergences don't mean a bottom. It means a divergence in the price action versus the momentum of the indicator. So right here we can see that the bears are pushing the price down more, but we are seeing some more bullish action on the momentum waves. After all, the momentum only has gone down a little bit here, not as low as when we were at 19,000. So that's something that the bears have going for them. But again, bullish divergences can take a very, very long to play out. It could very easily do something like this and then keep doing this, right, for weeks. After all, we are on the weekly time frame, weeks and months. So the price could very easily chop like this and chop like that and then chop like that, and then finally you will get a bottom, and then boom, you'll have a massive reversal towards the upside once this breaks back up. But again, we're gonna have to see what's going to be the catalyst for that big event. What's going to be the catalyst for Bitcoin bottoming out as well. But overall, I don't think more regulation coming to the space is good news for Bitcoin. After all, I think most people are in crypto because they don't want to be holding the US dollar, and some may be here because they don't like the regulation in equities as well. So if regulation is coming, you might see some more selling coming in. All right, let's take a look at Ethereum quickly, and then we'll head over to some indices. Let's take a look at Ethereum right here. Ethereum again getting another push down towards the downside. Again, my next support level for Ethereum to be taking a look at is going to be right around $1,075 or $1,077. Again, basically these previous lows right here. After all, we tagged it, bounce of support, tagged it, bounce of support. So if we get another leg down, I would definitely look into longing Ethereum for another bounce back up to potentially right around 12,150, and then exiting my position and potentially getting into a short here. But again, if you guys want to see my trade signals, everything is in the description. You guys can join the Discord for free. Take a look at my profit loss history and see buying after it, right? You want to see what you're doing. And again, this is looking like a potential bear flag formation on Ethereum. If we get another leg down, your next target might go below 10,077. We might have a wick down to 10. So not 10,077. Keep saying 10,000. 1,077 and then $1,015. All right, now perfect. Cryptos are done. Let's dive into the equities. Let's take a look at the S&P 500. After all, last week we got a big push down towards the downside, and now that we are getting very close to 3,800, we can easily see a wick down and a potential bounce back up to right around 39.22 or 39.20, which I expect the S&P to start to retest this level as resistance. And if we get to this level, I would definitely enter another short on the market on the S&P, and then wait for our next leg down to 3,600, and after that 34 to 3,200 is going to be my major target for January. So you guys already know what I'm going to be doing for the S&P. Basically the same thing for the Dow Jones as well. If the Dow Jones can come back and retest this line as support, then I would potentially exit my short here on the Dow Jones, enter a potential long as we bounce back up, and then re-enter a short right around 33,500 on the Dow Jones. Nasdaq, obviously one of the weakest in the indexes right now, especially given what's going on with the interest rates and the funds deleveraging themselves and getting out of risk assets and getting into value stocks. And that's basically why you've seen the Dow Jones rally so much from the lows from 2,800 non-stop as high as 34,000 or basically 35,000. So that was, again, was a massive pump to the upside, a 22% pump, and it basically negated all the losses that happened during the year on the Dow Jones. Very nice there if you guys call it longs. Russell 2000, again, getting rejected right here from the top of this channel right here. Again, I was telling people that I was getting into shorts, and you got a beautiful double top pattern right here, and then you had a massive wick on that CPI day, or sorry, not the CPI day, the FOMC day, and then boom, market digested the news, and then after that we rolled over. I think this was a CPI day, then there was the FOMC, and then we were stuck under that 200 day, and then we dropped towards the downside. Again, not the Dow Jones, Russell 2000 support. Next major support is going to be at 1639 or 1640. You could potentially get in a position for a little bit of a long here, a little long play. But right now we are at some minor support right here, right around these previous wicks, and we're stopping right now. We're gonna have to see what the other indices are gonna do, but overall, the Russell 2000 has been a leading indicator for the other indexes. And after all, I think the Russell 2000 is gonna be one that's going to be eking out the most gains for shorts. After all, most of these companies are garbage companies, money-losing companies that are composed in the Russell 2000. All right, let's move on. Let's take a look at commodities. Gold again broke down from this this rising wedge right here, which is a bearish pattern in nature. And right now we are starting to come back up, trying to break back into this wedge, which would quite technically be very bullish if it's a failed breakout of a bearish pattern. And yeah, you can keep moving towards the upside, but again, you're gonna really want to take a look at what the DXY is doing. If the DXY reverses and keeps going back towards the upside, then that would be very bearish for gold, silver, and overall the indexes as well. And I think right now gold and silver are short-term extended, and it should be getting ready for a pullback back down to 1744 and then 1680 for gold. That's going to be my next support targets for gold. And then for silver, I'm going to be looking at $22.24, and then going to be looking at $20.68 for silver. If silver can get a major pullback, then yeah, that's going to be your next support targets to take a look at. Very bullish for gold and silver in 2023. I think that's going to be one of the best performing assets compared to the indices and all the other investment options out there. I don't think crypto next year is going to be doing that well, although a pivot from the Fed could maybe spark a massive rally in crypto. So we're going to have to see how the crypto markets react to that once the Fed does pivot. Nat gas gapping down today 5.77%. Very volatile asset to trade. We haven't done any nat gas trades in a while. Even though we kind of came back to this level, I wasn't really interested in getting in the trade, especially after seeing the nat gas drop down so much. Same thing for oil. I'm actually looking at my next major level is going to be $66 to $65 flat. Basically, if oil gets down there, I'm going to be closing some of my oil shorts and potentially getting into a long and catching a big bounce back up towards the upside. I think oil is going to be very nice trade for 2023. I think as we head into this recession or recession, yeah, bounce it. But overall, I think once oil gets down to $65 a barrel, we could get a nice little bounce there. But ultimately, my major target for 2023 is probably going to be around $50 to $40 a barrel in 2023 and once we get into a very deep and entrenched recession. All right, guys, I think that's it for today. Thanks for tuning in. And if you guys want to join the Discord, the link's in the description. Love you guys so much. Thanks for subscribing. And if you guys want to see my trades, all my profit loss histories are posted on my website, and you guys can subscribe or sign up on my website. Love you guys. Peace. Don't forget to smash that like button.